Well, that was uncomfortable. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 awkward celebrity apologies. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at various instances in which celebrities missed the mark while delivering a public apology. Whether it turned into a non-apology, involved blame shifting, saw the celeb put their foot in their mouth, or just centered on uncomfortable issues, these attempts at saying sorry are tough to digest. Also, we won't be including politicians or YouTubers. Number 10, Rita Ora.
I think I've made it!
You have made it!
Featuring Cardi B, Baby Rexha, and Charlie XCX, the 2018 single Girls was always going to get a lot of attention. Though Ora envisioned the track as an empowering anthem, not everyone received it as such. Many people in the LGBTQ community, including artists like Hayley Kiyoko and Kehlani, called the lyrics damaging and/or misguided, arguing that rather than giving voice to the gay or bisexual experience, it diminished and fetishized it. Ora was quick to apologize, but it was more a defense of her truth than anything else, with the actual apology part essentially boiling down to a quick "sorry if I've hurt anyone, but..." Regardless, the two music videos have cumulatively garnered over 100 million views on YouTube. Number 9, One Direction. Your teenage years and early adulthood are, for many people, a time of experimentation. And yes, that involves making some stupid decisions. When you're an international pop star, however, every move is the subject of excessive public scrutiny.
Oh my god. That's the police. That's the popo.
This is something that the boys of One Direction know firsthand. In 2014, a video surfaced in which Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik were pretty clearly smoking weed. The press had a field day, and fellow One Direction member Liam Payne soon addressed the issue on Twitter. His comments were actually rather on point. The things that made this one awkward, however, was the fact that Liam wasn't even involved, making his bandmates look even more immature by not speaking up for themselves. Number 8, Leigh Francis. 2020 has been a tumultuous year in more ways than one, and thankfully many people have taken it as an opportunity to reflect on their past mistakes. In the case of comedian and actor Leigh Francis, his impressions of black celebrities certainly gave him a lot to be sorry about.
Here now and welcome to Trisha on the Road.
Bo Selector, sketch comedy favourite to many, was created by Francis and saw him play a wide variety of what many consider racist caricatures. On June 5th, 2020, Francis posted a tearful apology to everyone he'd hurt throughout his career, claiming to have done a lot of talking and learning.
I portrayed many black people. Back then I didn't think anything about it.
While many praised Francis, others were quick to call the video out as performative, opportunistic, and a PR move.
I didn't realise how offensive it was back then, and I just want to apologise.
Number 7, Naomi Campbell. This legendary model and actress is no stranger to making headlines, both good and bad. In 2007, she threw a phone at her maid, who sued. In 2016, fellow fashion icon Tyra Banks admitted to being very scared of Campbell, who she claims actively intimidated and verbally abused her early in her career. Well, in 2008, Campbell showcased that trademark temper when British Airways lost her luggage. Police were called in, who she proceeded to attack. Campbell would go on to apologise profusely to the officers shortly after the incident.
I'm not saying what my behaviour was correct. I think that everyone during this period of Terminal 5 madness was upset.
Not one to back down when she feels wronged, however, she doubled down on her criticism of the airline in the very same breath, claiming that she was called a racial slur and not by a passenger. Number 6, Christian Bale. While filming Terminator Salvation, Christian Bale went absolutely nuclear, and unfortunately for him, it all got caught on tape.
Oh, good for you!
It's a rather terrifying tirade that Bale unleashes, and when the recording went public, he had no choice but to issue an apology. Apologizing on KROQ-FM, He first took responsibility, only to then diminish the apology by insisting on providing context. He claims that he was too in character, half John Connor and half Christian.
I make no excuses for it. It is inexcusable. And I hope that is absolutely clear.
In another interview, Bale reaffirms that he's taking ownership, but it feels borderline dismissive the way he goes about it. There's even a hint of a cocky smile as he literally waves aside this situation with his hand.
I have never tried to make any excuses for it. It was unacceptable, and I take it, it's my fault. That's it.
Yeah, not a good look. Number 5, Hugh Grant. Perfect apology, painfully awkward situation. In 1995, hot off the success of 4 Weddings and a Funeral, which set a box office record for British films, Hugh Grant suddenly found himself one of cinema's biggest up-and-coming stars. Unfortunately, as Grant learned the hard way, the higher your profile, the bigger a scandal it becomes when you're caught with your pants down, which in this case we mean literally. In June of 1996, Grant was arrested receiving oral sex in public from a prostitute just off Sunset Boulevard.
Let me start with question number 1. What the hell were you thinking?
The arrest occurred just weeks before the release of 9 Months, and so promotion for the film was in full swing. He did a candid interview with Jay Leno, and while the ordeal was downright humiliating, Grant took it like a champ.
I think you know in life pretty much what's a good thing to do and what's a bad thing, and I did a bad thing.
Number 4, Gary Oldman. There are few English actors more distinguished than this London native. Unfortunately, when you live in the spotlight, it's only a matter of time until you put your foot in your mouth and say something incredibly stupid and hurtful without thinking it through. While speaking with Playboy, Oldman expressed frustration with political correctness and chose just about the worst examples to illustrate his point, including the backlash against Mel Gibson's anti-Semitic remarks. He went so far as to say that Gibson had bitten the hand that feeds in, quote, a town that's run by Jews.
I just basically shouldn't have used them in any context.
Yikes, that's one way to ruin your career. Oldman went on to deliver repeated apologies and seemed sincere, but it required an awful lot of uncomfortable damage control. Number 3, Bono and U2.
U2's new album, Songs of Innocence, is going out for free to 500 million people.
How do you think a famous musician, let's say Bono, would feel if you waltzed into his home uninvited? Or how about if a band, let's go with U2, found a fan waiting on their locked tour bus? The answer to both is not good. Talk about an invasion of space and privacy. So why did they think it was a good idea to have their 2014 album, Songs of Innocence, be automatically added to every single iTunes library without consent? After the marketing ploy backfired, Bono did acknowledge the controversy, but only when asked point blank by a fan during a Facebook Q&A, and his apology was 90% a defense of his beautiful idea. On Graham Norton, the band was downright flippant about the backlash.
We just wanted to do something fresh, something that no one else had done, and it turns out some people don't believe in Father Christmas.
Number 2, Benedict Cumberbatch.
You're having a superhero moment, aren't you?
Seems like the 12 Years a Slave actor spent a little too long in character. We don't doubt that Benedict Cumberbatch's heart was in the right place, but talk about a poor choice of words. Speaking with Tavis Smiley for PBS, he referred to black actors as, quote, coloured, like he'd just time-travelled to the present day from the mid-19th century setting of the aforementioned film. In the actor's defence, he made the mistake while trying to call out the lack of opportunities given to black actors in the UK. But when you mess up this badly, one word can overshadow all else. Thankfully, Cumberbatch was quick to offer a heartfelt apology free of excuses, calling himself devastated and an idiot. Number 1, Kevin Spacey. Though an American actor, as a result of his work as artistic director of London's Old Vic Theatre, Kevin Spacey was long considered an adopted son of the United Kingdom. after being accused of sexual harassment by numerous men, including actor Michael Rapp. Citing an incident that occurred when he was just 14 years old, Spacey tried to change the narrative. His apology came with excuses about being drunk and paired with the announcement that he was coming out as a gay man.
I have loved and had romantic encounters with men throughout my life, and I choose now to live as a gay man.
It was widely seen as not only manipulative, but also damaging to the gay community, in that his timing seemingly implied a link between homosexuality and his predatory behaviour. In short, Spacey's apology was as bad as they come. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.